Today I'm going to show you how to make a really lovely chocolate Easter egg display and fill it with your own sweets or even a toy to surprise a loved one. I started by opening up an Easter egg. You can use any size you like really, and I carefully removed the foil. This egg is already in 2 halves, but if yours isn't, you can carefully break it in half along the seam line. Next, take some sweets or candy. Choose whatever your loved one likes, and pour them into one half of your egg, like this. And if you want to add a toy, make sure it's very clean. You could even wrap it in foil. And bury it in amongst your sweets. I'm stacking up more M&Ms around and on top of the car, which isn't easy. Then I'm testing to make sure the other half of the egg fits on top. I think I can also add a few more here too. To fuse the 2 halves of the egg together, I'm using a lighter. And I'm gently warming up the edge of the egg all the way around, like this. Just enough to start to melt it. Then I'm quickly placing it down on the other half, giving it a gentle squeeze, and using my finger to smooth out the melted chocolate along the seam. Now we just need to leave it to set. And that's our egg, complete with sweets and toy encased. It's bonded together really well. Next, if you want to, you can just wrap up the egg back in the foil and put it back in the original packaging. You can use some double-sided tape to reseal the box, and it's ready to give to your loved one. On Easter morning, when they smash it open, they'll be in for a real surprise. Alternatively, if you want to, you could decorate it and display it like this. Here's how. I broke up some white chocolate into a bowl and melted it in a bain-marie. Once it had all melted, I left it to sit and cool. Then I did exactly the same with some dark chocolate. Once the white chocolate had cooled down, so that it's still runny but not too hot, I placed the egg on some baking paper and used a fork to drizzle the chocolate back and forth over the egg. This part is really fun, you can't really go wrong, and it looks great. Leave it to cool down and make sure it's set. Then turn it over and do the same on the other side. Once you've finished, leave it to set too. If you want to, you can speed up the process by putting it in the fridge. Once it's all set, here we go, our beautifully decorated chocolate Easter egg, full of sweets and a toy. Pretty cool, huh? To make a stand, I spooned the dark chocolate onto some baking paper. You can see it's close to setting already. Then I sat the egg on top. You can stick a few mini eggs around the base if you like. And once it's set, peel it off the baking paper and put it on a plate or whatever you want to display it on. I'm adding a load more mini eggs around the base. And there's our display finished. It looks great. Certainly a bit different from a standard egg in a box. To open it, I'm going to carefully try and remove the top with a spoon. So I gently tapped into it, and then this happened. Whoops. There's our lovely Easter egg, full of bright sweets and a toy. It'll make a really good surprise for your loved one. And the mix of chocolate tastes great too. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more fun ideas, you can click on the links or take a look at my YouTube channel page. Stay safe, have fun, and happy Easter everyone!